Well, how many of you guys have been waiting for a while for your comic books to come back from CGC? I know I have, but honestly, they're speeding things up a little bit. Submissions are rolling in on a regular basis now, which means we got a lot of stuff to open for you guys. So stick around, check it out. Be right back right after this.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
What's rockin', comic book people? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another CGC unboxing video. We got some cool stuff for you today, some hot stuff in this box. I can't wait to crack it open. It's been some time. I've been waiting to get these books back, and I just can't wait to show them off. I'm excited for them. I hope you're excited for them too. I can't wait to crack into them. It's been some time, it's turnaround times with CGC and everything have been, a little hectic. It's like a roller coaster ride, up and down. But we're going to crack into this CGC unboxing today for you. Hopefully you enjoy what you see today. If you do enjoy what you see today and you're not already, please click on that subscribe button. Looks like that, but it's down below. Much appreciated. While you're down there clicking on that, turning that button from red to gray and all that stuff, give us a nice solid thumbs up if you like what you see today. Looks like that. It looks like a thumb. You know what to do. Click it, like it, flip it around. That's what it's there for. Also, while you're down there clicking, flipping, all that stuff, do some writing, do some typing. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think of what we got today. What was your favorite book in this submission that we got back? I always appreciate talking to you guys. I enjoy talking to you guys. Love the comments. Love the interaction. That's what it's all about. We're all collecting. We're all here collecting together. Also, down below, if you're interested, we just enabled channel memberships. I want to give a big shout out to my channel members so far. Pops with Purpose, Andrew Weeble, Captain America. You guys are awesome. First 3 channel members of the channel. You guys are awesome. We got some cool stickers coming your way. We got some new stickers for our logo and everything that they're on their way. I just sent out the first round, so they keep an eye out in your mailboxes. Got some packages going out for you guys. So, comic book time. I love my comic books. I love my CGC slabs. I love my Marvel books. I'm pretty sure this box here is all Marvel. One of them was a mashup, actually, between 2 books. Curious? I'm curious. I'm curious to see what we got. Curious to see what grades we got in these. This was, let's see, I'm trying to think as far as pickups. This was, a lot of it was a personal collection plus a collection that I picked up. Very cool. It's fragile. Let's fragilely get into it. Finally get into it. See what we got back from them. Now, all books in this submission were cleaned and pressed by none only than the wizard himself, Gamma Rays Comics. Follow him on Instagram. Chris is an awesome guy. He cleaned and pressed all these books for me. I always suggest to everybody, if you are submitting your books, do yourself a favor. You're leaving money on the table if you're not having at least all your moderns pressed before you send them in. All your older books cleaned and pressed before you send them in. Because guess what? You're not getting the full value out of your book unless you're doing it. So definitely suggest hitting up Chris over at Gamma Rays. Does an awesome job. He's great as far as communication along the way, as far as when he's getting stuff done. And his turnaround times are great. And his prices are great too. And not only that, he's just an all-around awesome guy. Chris, love you, brother. Hope everything's well. Let's get into some books. How about it? Let's see what we got. Let's get some bubble wrap out of here first. Love my bubble wrap. Always reuse. Let's see what we got. What are we going to start with first? All right, which ones we got here? This is, okay, very cool. I was very happy. This was part of a collection that I bought. We all know this book. If we don't know this book, you're going to know it now. Love this Mary Jane. J. Scott Campbell cover. Very controversial cover. A whole lot of stuff, but it's a hot book. Controversy around the cover. There's a whole, basically J. Scott did a whole girls theme with Spider-Man and everything, with Black Cat and Mary Jane and everything. Definitely hot covers. This was one of the hottest, one of my favorites of all time. Very cool, very happy, very sexy, redhead. Don't tell my wife. Mary Jane, what do we get for you, Mary Jane? Not that Mary Jane. Think of the other Mary Jane, the redhead Mary Jane, not the... Yeah.
Look Mary Jane, what is that about, man?
Yeah, okay. See what we got? 9-6 on that. All day, every day. I'll take it any way I can. Very, very cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Jessica Jones appearance, new Avenger cameo, and backup story. Very J. Scott Campbell cover, 9-6 white pages. Hubba, hubba, hubba. That's very cool. I love that. J. Scott killed it with these. He always does. Even his new Black Cat and Mary Jane covers look sick. These are awesome as well. I got this whole series on its way back now. I think this is the first one in this submission though. But 9-6 every day. I'll take it. Very cool. Nicey, nicey, nicey. Let's see what we got next. Oh, we got some more Spider-Man goodness here. Okay, this one. Variant cover, I believe. Amazing Spider-Man 569. Yes, the variant cover. This was the first appearance of Anti-Venom, I believe. Very cool. Awesome, sick cover. Awesome cover. Who doesn't love a solid Venom cover any day of the week? You know I did. If you've seen our submissions before in the past, you know I'm a huge Venom fan. I'm a huge Deadpool fan. Spider-Man, anything Marvel. We gotta love it. And guess what? Guess what else you gotta love? You gotta love 9/8. 9/8 on that bad boy. Chris Gamma Rays knocking it out of the park once again. Very cool. Very, very cool. Eddie Brock becomes Anti-Venom. Very, very cool. They could have centered up the slab a little bit. Few scuff marks in the case. That's the CGC's quality control lately. Heck, little rough around the edges as far as their quality goes lately. I don't know. You guys been having any issues with CGC lately as far as the quality of their slabs? I don't know. I've heard horror stories about both. I mean, it's all personal preference between CBCS losing books and CGC, their quality control. I have a feeling they're just kind of like rushing things out lately. I've had like a modern turnaround within like 10 days, you know, and I feel like they're just pushing books out, rushing books out. So I don't know if you guys had any issues. I know I saw Very Gary Comics just opened up like a whole magazine submission and everything that came back was damaged. And what killed me about that when I was watching that, like some of them were even 10s that came back. And the cases that he got were just completely smashed. But this is awesome. 9/8. All day, every day. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what we got here next. Now this book here. This is a funny story about this book. I was actually... I took some time off from comic collecting for a while. You know, between life happening, growing up, getting married, kids, stuff like that. So I fell behind as far as like characters and stuff like that. Some of the Image characters, Invincible being the #1. I never really got into it. And I never knew that he had a team-up issue with another fine gentleman that I'm a fan of, and I picked this up in a collection. I never even knew this book existed until I found it in a collection that I picked up. But this is Marvel Team Up number 14. And who's that? That is the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man meets Invincible. Like I said, I never knew this book existed. I was going through the collection. I was flipping through. I look at that. I'm like, it's Invincible and Spider-Man. So I picked it up. Listen, I picked it up for $2. Can't beat it. For the price of it, had to get it. The Amazing Spider-Man, that was part of that collection as well. Most of these were part of that collection, actually. But this is Marvel Team Up number 14 from 2006. Coming in at a solid 9.4 white pages. Solid, solid, solid. Very nice. Once again, I'll check grader notes, but guess what? I doubt there's any on there. That's the other letdown as far as CGC goes. Their grader notes lately have been very lackluster. I could see possibly where they could have marked it down. There's a little creasing, not really creasing, but very wavy on the back in the back bottom corner. So I could see where this could have gotten knocked down to a 9.4. But very cool. But I'll take a 9.4 all day, every day. Near Mint, that's it. Robert Kirkman story, Corey Walker cover and art. SpiderMan, Invincible, Dr. Octopus appearance, Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Spider-Woman, and Sentry cameo. Very cool. 9.4. I'll take it all day, every day. Anyway. Next book was also part of that collection that I picked up. I'm a big fan of this book. I love this book. We all know the cover. We all love it. How can we not? But is that big, angry, red Hulk. Hulk number 1 from 2008. Debut of the first appearance of the Red Hulk. That's just such a sick cover, man. That's just awesome. You know, I think as far as comic covers go, it doesn't get better than this sometimes. I mean, this is just absolutely, absolutely amazing. And what else is amazing is 9.6. Again, Gamma knocking it out of the park. This one I knew had a couple issues sending it in. But I was like, you know what? If anybody could take care of it, Chris could take care of it. And he did. Because I thought this was going to come back at 9.0, 9.2. Just because there were some issues with it. But he pressed and cleaned the heck out of this thing. Moderns, sometimes the moderns don't really need the cleaning, but this thing was, you know, sitting away, stored away for some while. So I'll clean and press everything. I see where I got knocked down on the back. Always check out the back of your books before you send them in, because that's where you can get sneaky and get hit. That's where I got hit in my Spider-Man number 1, was all that foxing and everything on the back that one time. But I got a couple color breaks on the back there, so that's what knocked it down. I'm actually surprised I got a 9.6 on this. Very surprised on that. You know, because those are some pretty nasty color breaks on there. But I'll take it. My grader might have been sleeping a little bit that day. Because I don't know if you can see it back there, but they're down there. I know they you know, you're allowed a couple things if you ever look into grading and stuff like that. What's allowed, what's not. But 9.6 all day, every day. Like I said, I'll take it. All right, now this next one coming up. Now this next one, we all know this. This I picked up from a good friend of mine, JD, John, JD's Collector's Case on Instagram. I'll link him down below. He always does live sales and auctions, but this was a book I was chasing for a long time. He hooked me up, got a great price on it. We all know this. How awesome is that? McFarlane. First full Venom cover appearance. Wow. That is just so cool, so sick looking. Amazing Spider-Man 316. We all know McFarlane's Venom work from back of the day. How awesome it was. This one, this cover, as you know, I collect Funko Pops too. The comic moments with these two in that pose look awesome. I'll probably post this book with that on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, check that out. But Amazing Spider-Man 316, guess what? 9.4 off-white pages. But listen, JD, he hooked me up as far as a great price on this book. Rock it, brother. That's awesome. Look at that thing. Very, 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 very cool. That's awesome. Everybody knows this book. And once again, Gamma, you did a killer job on this thing. This thing looks it looks crispy and fresh. That's when John told me he looked at it when he sold it to me. He's like, look, he's like, I'll put it around a 9092. I'm like, John, I know you undercut some of your grades sometimes, and he definitely did it this time. So coming back at a 9.4 all day, every day. Awesome. Lots of good grades in this round. Not too bad. What do you guys think so far? I got one more left. One book, me personally, I mean, I love this book. This is one character that I don't think has gotten full MCU cred yet. And especially with the X-Men coming back in, you will definitely see this character. If Women of Power, this character as far as with the X-Men for a long time, but she first showed up in this episode. I'm thinking back to the animated series now. She first showed up in this issue. This was in 1989. I love this book. I actually have a couple copies of this book. Just because, listen, I used to love Jubilee. I grew up on the X-Men books and the X-Men animated series. And like I said, I think this is one character that just never got the love that she deserved so far. And one of these days she is going to blast off and take off. And like I said, and you'll remember this moment because it's definitely going to happen. So this is the first appearance of Jubilee from 1989. And I couldn't be happier because guess what? It's tough getting this in from a book that age, getting it back in this condition. 9.8. Awesome job. I actually picked this off of Mercari. I took a shot with it, and the seller was like, look, he's like, it's in good, he sent me all the pictures and everything. I'm like, looks solid. Gave me a great price on it. I mean, great price. I won't tell you what I ended up paying for it, but listen, 9.8 white pages on 244. I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Very, very cool. And who didn't love Claremont back in the day? Come on. Awesome. Like I said, with the help of Chris, man, he cleaned the heck out of this thing. There's not even a little, not even the slightest tick, bend, crease. The person that had this book before me, definitely well taken care of. And it's definitely well taken care of now. Very cool. Like I said, she's going to end up making her way out. Just wait and see. Very cool. I used to love the X-Men animated series growing up. Who didn't? I mean, the early 90s series with Gambit, Rogue, all them, it was so much fun to watch. That was my childhood growing up. Just hearing that music at the beginning and seeing them running at each other, that was awesome. That was so much fun. Listen, it was all about comics back in the day. I'm glad it's making a resurgence as far as, this way my kids are into it with the MCU, and they're making another X-Men animated series, so I can't wait for that. It's just cool to see, everything comes full circle. I'm happy. Very happy. I hope you guys are happy too. This was awesome. A lot of great grades, great books. Chris, again, Gamma Rays Comics. Check him out. Knocked it out of the park on this one. Wow. They say you win some and lose some. Guess what? We definitely won some today. These are all awesome books. Awesome grades. Awesome for you guys for checking this out and watching this today. Appreciate you all. Love you all. What we got coming up, we got some mystery boxes with the little guy coming up next week from Nerd Merch. I got 1, 2, 3 more CGC boxes that are here, plus more on the way. So we're going to keep that ball rolling. Like I said, I'm going to probably be doing a live stream one of these days. Just got to get the ball rolling as far as, I hate my webcam, so I'm going to redo all that because I want to do the best. I want to do the best for you guys. Speaking of doing the best for you guys, channel members and stuff like that, when we do a live stream, we're going to be doing channel members only live streams with some giveaways and stuff. I already got a pile of books set aside for giveaways for that as well. check out the link down below too. Our Teespring, I love t-shirts and everything. We're going to be putting our new logo on some of those t-shirts as well as our old t-shirts as well. So check that out. That's pretty much it. Hopefully everybody's having a good week, has a great weekend. Keep on collecting. Keep on having fun. We'll see you in the next comic run.